What's good, Regis recipients? How are y'all doing today? Let me know in the comment section. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Regis Reflections. Y'all already know each and every episode we have a different athlete on this podcast. And this week we got my dog Logan. Say what's up to the people, Logan.
What's going on, guys?
How what would you rate your mental health right now on a scale of 1 to 10?
Honestly, I'm excited to be back on campus. Excited to get stuff going again. So I'm a 10 right now, man. Life's going good.
It's good. Life is good. Life is good.
Well, man.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Logan here is a member of Notre Dame men's basketball team. So, Logan, I have to ask you, what position do you play?
I'm a combo guard, point guard, so I can play the point guard, shooting guard, sometimes small forward if we're going small. But yeah, I got some multiple positions, Yeah.
Okay, so who's your favorite player in the league?
That's a good question.
I'll give you top three.
Top three. All right, my number one's Braun.
Okay, good answer.
All right, second, I got to go my guy Halliburton. Got to rep the nation, from Indy. And then third, I like Devin Booker. His game's pretty smooth, so that's got to be my third. There's a lot of guys. You could put a lot in there, but that's just my top three probably right now.
Okay, so since Braun is in number one, is he your GOAT? I see the MJ. I see
the flag. You see the flag, but
I see the flag.
Braun's still the GOAT. That's just that was down to me. Had to put it up in the room. It's still a cool little banner, but yeah.
Okay. So you did mention that you say you're from Indiana, correct?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
So would you say that Indiana is kind of a hooping state or underrated hooping state what would you say from your perspective?
Indiana is definitely a hooping state. I mean, that's kind of like the roots. Like basketball's taken really serious here. I mean, I know there's other areas people like to claim the hooping state, whatever, like best talent, but Indiana's very underrated when it comes to that. Produce a lot of really good players. It's really competitive, not just like in Indianapolis, but all over the state. So, yeah.
So, whom or what kind of got you into the sport of playing basketball, and around what age?
I mean, pretty much since I was just a little kid, like 4 or 5, I started playing basketball. I mean, probably just watching like the pros on the TV. My dad obviously has been a big part of like helping me grow with my love for the game and stuff like that, helping me out when I was younger. But really just watching the NBA guys, and that was just the first sport I fell in love with. Like my first jersey was the Oklahoma City Kevin Durant. Like that was my guy. That was my guy back then, But,
so you say, who did you kind of watch a lot when you were younger? Did you watch everyone, or was Kevin Durant?
Yeah, no, I watched everyone really. I mean, I just really loved basketball. Like I was playing all the time when I could, like going to the Boys and Girls Club, playing after school, stuff like that. With my friends in the driveway, whenever games are on at night, like I'm watching those. It was just really just always basketball. So
that's true. Hey, always basketball, always hoops. So what age was it for you when you kind of started taking basketball competitive to the next level, or even started playing like AAU?
Yeah, so when I was younger, we there's like town leagues, right? So it's like we would play for Zionsville, we'd play the other towns around Indianapolis, and like I would always make the top team, but I was never really like one of the best players on our team. Like I was just kind of out there doing the little things, And then when I got to like middle school, I wanted to be like one of the better players. I wanted to, take on a bigger role. So I think probably like 5th, 6th grade is when I started taking it super seriously, and then like late in the middle school, is when I started like really focusing on working out and like perfecting my craft, stuff like that, and then telling out, yeah.
So how was your high school experience playing basketball for you in Indiana?
Yeah, so I went to Zionsville High School, which is about 25 minutes northwest of Indianapolis, or like downtown Indianapolis. But it's all the biggest public school high schools around there, so it's pretty competitive. And I had a great experience. I mean, I loved playing for Zionsville. I mean, some of my best friends were my teammates playing. It's like I loved playing with those guys. Coaches were great, and it was fun playing for the community and stuff. Like I was saying earlier, Indiana basketball serious. So like Friday nights, like Saturday nights it was always rocking in the gym. But yeah, it was fun.
Indiana's getting on the map. So during your high school time, did you play AAU or travel ball at all?
Yeah, I did. I played for Indiana Elite. It was Adidas program, 3SSB. So I played for them all 3 years of high school on the circuit.
So how would you kind of say was that for you mentally, kind of going into that competitive edge with a lot of top other guys as well?
Yeah, I mean, that's what you want when you like want to be considered one of the better players in the country or around your state. Is like you want to play against those other great players and show what you can do. So I would always take that seriously, especially those circuit weekends. You're going to be playing teams where it's like the coaches are coming to watch you guys. Everyone here is getting recruited and stuff. So like those are always the matchups that you're really waiting for, and you want to showcase what you got.
That's true. Show your talents. Got to show what you got. Yeah. So you ended up recruiting started, and you ended up committed to University of Notre Dame, staying in the state of Indiana. What was
Mhm.
kind of the background of why you decided to go to Notre Dame and stay at home as well?
Yeah. Growing up, I'm gonna be honest, I never really thought Notre Dame, like I never really paid attention to Notre Dame. I mean, I would watch their games and stuff, and obviously I knew about the football team. Everyone does. But yeah, no, I talked to them a little bit when Coach Bray was here.
Mhm.
And then I was actually getting recruited to Penn State, where Shrewsbury, who's the coach here now at the time, was, and that's originally where I committed my going into my junior year summer. And then during my senior year, it was all Penn State, and then he took the job here with about 2 months before I was supposed to come report to campus at
Mhm.
in State College. So I was like, dang, like I really wanted to play for Coach Shrews. Like that was like going through the whole process. That was the guy I wanted to play for. So then when he came to Notre Dame, I was like, all right, home state, like can't really beat Notre Dame. Like I got to go check it out, you know. And I came up on the visit, and it had everything I wanted about like a program, and it was still, you know, the head guy that I wanted to play for. So it was a pretty easy decision.
Hey man, yeah, my brother, stay home. How far is this Notre Dame from your crib?
Only like 2.5 hours, so it's not bad at all.
Come on, go home, get some good
You know what
eats.
I'm saying? Exactly, exactly.
So how was that transition for you going from kind of that high school and the AAU circuit to now on the Division 1 level? How was that transition for you especially for your first year?
Yeah, I mean, it's not. It definitely wasn't easy. We last year we had some up and down. You know, we picked it up towards the end and stuff, but it's like we had some times we were losing a lot of games, and like losing is never easy. So like going from like in high school and like my AAU team, like we went a whole summer undefeated. So like I was never really used to like being on the losing side of things. Same with high school, we were always like a pretty successful team and stuff. So that was a big like that sucked last year. But then also just like the level of play and the physicality is just a whole different level once you get here, and it's like I don't think there's not really anything you can do for that in high school to prepare, and so like you really get thrown to the wolves in practice, and it's like it's just you got to go, you got to get ready. But I was fortunate and lucky enough last year that I had the opportunity to play a little bit and like kind of grow my game and like just get a feel out that like a lot of freshmen really don't get. So hopefully for this year that gives me an advantage, like a leg up on some other guys, you know, just having that 1 year under my belt already.
That's true. That's true. That's true. So
But
under that first year, what is like? Can you walk me through what a typical day would look like for you? Just like if you had practice with classes
yeah,
and everything like that, and wait, what does that look like?
yeah. So in season, you know, we have practice almost every day. I mean, there's obviously some required off days in there for team stuff, but yeah, no, you got classes in the morning. Well, usually you wake up, you got lift before classes, then you come after. You got usually have 2 or 3 classes, get back, go to the gym. I got my first workout with one of the trainers or whoever it is, then chill for about an hour or two, eat get some food maybe. Then you got team practice, and you never know how long that's gonna go. That could be some days it could be 2, some days it could be 3 hours. You never really know. But yeah, after that, then you get some treatment done maybe or something like that with the training staff. Come back, get your homework done.
Mm-hmm.
That's about a full day, honestly. That's the season life. It's all go all day.
So what time do you all usually have lifts at?
Yeah, I mean, my first this year I got an 8 a.m., which is not great. But usually last year my first class is about 9:30, so I probably lift 7:30. You know, it's about an hour, shower, get some breakfast, go to class. So
So with you being a D1 collegiate athlete, you're going to be traveling to other states and play other teams as well. And a lot of
mhm,
people who are not athletes may not understand. When you get to that level, they think oh, you're in a new city, or you're going to be outside, you're going to go see this, you're going to see that, but they don't know it's kind of a business trip. So could you
yeah.
just talk a little bit about the traveling aspect for you with your time here in Notre Dame?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so last year we being in the ACC, there's a lot of like historic like you got Duke, Carolina, Virginia, like some big venues that like, you know, kind of historic to college basketball and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So it was cool traveling there, but really you're right, it's a business trip. Like you got class practice the night before the game and then you fly out. You get there, I mean, you probably get in around 9, 8 or 9, and like you're just hanging at the hotel that night. You're not going anywhere. You got the game the next day. So then next day, wake up, shoot around, come back, take a little nap. And by that time, you got to go back to the arena and get ready for the game. And then we fly out right after. So then I'm back here at 2, 3 a.m. getting ready for class the next day. So it's really nothing fun about road trips unless you win, to be honest.
So on any
Yeah.
road trips, are you doing any work on the road trips, like anything like that, or are you kind of like just strictly basketball, like film and all that?
I mean, I like to get my stuff done before the game, so like I can just kind of focus on that, or like before the road trips. But sometimes, you know, the night before, if no one's really if we're hanging out in a room, whatever, I got some work to do. Like I might just crank it out right there. But yeah, no, the day of the game, I'm definitely not. I'm locked in. I'm not focusing on the schoolwork. To be honest.
Right, that's right. Got to stay locked in. That's
Exactly. Yeah.
so You and I both know that Notre Dame is an academic, rigorous school. But on top of that, you're a D1 collegiate athlete. How do you balance both academics and being on the basketball team as well?
Yeah, no, it's not easy, but I'm lucky. We got a great support system in place for the basketball team. You know, we got great guys in the academic services, the guys in the staff, you know, all the way down the line, and like they do a good job of helping us out, like trying to help us what's best for us. So like they'll carve out time for me to come meet with my professors or come out, like come to the Coleman Morris. They got like athletic study center over there, like get some study halls in, like just giving me time and opportunities to get my work done and like giving me the resources to use to make sure that I'm learning the content that I need to learn. And then on top of that, like we got great, like I said, like with the staff and stuff, we got great facilities and we got great coaches, and they know how to maximize our time to get the most out of us when we're on the court, because they know that we got busy schedules, and like it's not easy to spend all day in the gym and then have to come back and do homework. You got to find that balance. So yeah.
Wait, what's your major at the University of Notre Dame?
Strategic management.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's just go ahead and give you a little prayer on that one. Oh man,
Appreciate it.
it's strategic management. Oh man, I just gotta give a moment of silence just for that.
Yeah.
But now, so you finished your first year at the University of Notre Dame and playing on the basketball team, going on your second year. During that first year, was there ever kind of a time, like a practice moment or game, where it kind of wasn't you, or you going through it mentally? And if so, how were you kind of able to get yourself out of that?
Yeah, definitely some. I mean, like I said, like last year we had up and down, so it was hard. And for me, like as a freshman, like on your high school team, like it's hard. Like really, it's hard from going being like the main guy, like the scorer, the team that everyone looks to. And then when you come here, that's not when you come to this level. Everyone on the team now was the guy in high school. Like everybody was their star player. Everyone was this. So it's like it was tough, kind of going from that to then coming here and then having to like transition to my new role, which was like coming off the bench, bringing energy, making the little plays, like scoring when it was needed, but more just like kind of helping the offense run, like making sure my defense was solid every single time. And that was difficult at first because sometimes you never know. Like you could be playing 25 minutes one night and the next night it just might not be you. You might get 6 or 7. So it's just like staying with it was like staying with the grind and like trusting the work that I'm putting in. And then also just like relying on the ones that are close to me, like, leaning into like those relationships and stuff and like letting them help me, it's just like that stuff's important. And like that was big for me, knowing that like some of my teammates have my back, my family, my close friends. That was big time for me last season when we were going through that stuff. So
and you said that you kind of were leaning on your teammates as well. Were you leaning on kind of like, for example, like Marcus, you all were both freshmen, both from Indiana. Were you all kind of leaning on each other in a sense, and did you all kind of learn something new about each other?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, with the freshman class and really all the way up the line, like to the older guys that we had on the team, like when things aren't going right and you're losing, like we got to come closer together. And I think that's what we realized sort of in ACC play last year is like earlier in the season, I think everyone was cool and all, like we were friends, but like our culture wasn't where we wanted it to be. So like kind of when we picked it up towards the end, I think is when everyone really started to like come together and buy in and just be like knowing that like you're going to do it for the guy next to you in the same jersey. Like that's really what it's about. So
exactly. So when you were mentioning kind of, you said that it was kind of hard for you, kind of that role change and coming off the bench. When you were kind of thinking that, did you ever feel to express that with anyone, or did you kind of keep it to yourself, or how did you kind of handle that process? Did you share it, or did you keep it within?
I mean, that's not something to put on like my teammates or anything like that, because they're like a lot of the guys on the team are going to do the same things, like the same different changes and stuff. But it was more just like the main goal last year was to win. And that's the main goal every year is like I just want to win. And like as much as the role change hurts, like if it means that like we're going to be successful and winning, like I'm willing to do what that takes. So it's just I wouldn't say I was really I'm complaining is not the right word, but I think it was more just like trying to find like the new happy medium where it's like, all right, I'm gonna still try to like work on my game and like so I can improve and do more and more. But at the same time, like when I'm on the court, like the main goal is always going to be winning. So it's like I'm gonna do whatever that takes at that moment to get the dub.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like mindset. So, like I said, you just finished your first year. Now you're going on to your sophomore year, second year on the team. Are there any personal goals, any team goals that you have for this upcoming season?
Yeah, I mean personal goals. I think I'll set someone that gets close to the season. Right now we're kind of far away, so like you don't really know what's about to come with like everything that's like with the team and stuff. But I mean we had a great summer like as a group. We went to Spain, won all 3 games. We've been connecting really well as a group. playing well in practice. Like I can see, like I think we got a lot of potential this year, and we're deep. I mean, everyone on the roster can play this year. Same with last year, but this year especially, like we got some hoopers this year. So I mean, I think the goal is definitely make the tournament. Like we got the talent, we got the staff, we got the whole group. So I think that's the goal this year, is just to make the tournament and then see what type of damage we can do from there, hopefully.
That's very true. Since the season hasn't started yet, what is practice? Is practice kind of every day or every other day? Looking at
Yeah, I mean, we got like individually, you got workouts every day. You know, you got to get in and get your reps in and get your work in. But I say practice probably right now is about 3 times a week. You'll have it like twice during the week, and then we'll have it on football game days too, like Saturday morning, stuff like that. So, but yeah, no, it's a little more chill right now, you know. But in about a month, it's gonna pick up.
Oh yeah, man, I'm already knowing.
Yeah,
so
enjoy the free time while it lasts.
exactly, enjoy the last freedom. Yeah. So, what are you, Logan? For you personally, what is the end goal for you? Do you eventually want to go to the NBA and take your talents there, or do you want to kind of depend and go with your major with strategic management and follow that other route?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the NBA would be awesome. Like I mean, obviously I'm gonna work towards it, and like if I get there, that's great. But I know there's a lot more to like after college and just like straight hooping. Like that's the benefit about going to a place like Notre Dame, is like it opens up so many doors for me. So I think that's a decision that I'm not really sure I know yet. It just kind of depends on where it's at. I'm at my senior year, but yeah, I mean, like I said, Notre Dame, like it opens a door for me. So like I'm definitely gonna look at both routes. It's not, you know, whether that's playing professionally overseas or getting into coaching or like just going into the business world with like all the stuff I'm learning from my professors. And so, yeah.
That's true. I like that. I like good mentality. So, one final question before we wrap things up, Logan. What advice would you give to our listeners and viewers on their mental health journey?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a good question. I think specifically sports, you know, my background, I think times will get tough no matter what. Like it's inevitable, no matter what sport you're playing. Like there's going to be rough patches. There's going to be slumps. There's going to be like, it happens to the greatest players in the world. Like you can hear them talk about it. But I think the most important thing is when times get tough is to really like lean into your work and like trust your work. Like it's important that like, you got to know you're going to get through it, but like, don't let that make you think we're like less of yourself. Like you got to keep going through it, like keep pushing hard and like keeping that positive mindset and like that positive self-talk to like let you know, like, no, like I can do this. Like as long as I keep working and keep focusing on my craft, like I can get through this stuff. And like I think that's the most important thing that I learned last year, to be honest.
Everybody dropping knowledge, man. Already
knowing.
I respect it. I got another question though.
Yeah, let's hear it.
What's the best stadium that you've played in?
Best stadium I played in.
The coolest stadium, yeah.
Coolest. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so last year we went to Marquette. All right, Duke and North Carolina, like those are historic. Like, well, I'll put that out. Like those are nice, but I'm not hating on those two. But we went to Marquette last year in December, which is the Bucks Arena, and it was sold out. And I'm talking like 18,000 fans sold out. They're all there an hour before the game. It was nuts, and that was like my first. We went to South Carolina before that, but that was really like my first true road game. And I was like, I walked into it was Saturday night, 8 p.m. on Fox. I walked in there, I'm like, dang, this is crazy. This is really what it's like. This is crazy. Like the fire shooting off for the game. They got like they had like some award given out to their coach at half court. Like we're all standing there, like, and like us four, like we had 4 freshmen that played last year. So like this is for all of us, and we're all looking down at each other like, this is. And the start of the game went about how you thought it might. we got blown out. I'm not gonna lie, we got smoked. We were not ready for that, but I'm not gonna lie. I'll remember that because it was still a cool experience. Just like playing in front of that many people at that stage, like that was the dream growing up. So like that was really cool.
Hey man, that's what's up, Marquette. I gotta put that on my calendar to go see. I gotta put that on my calendar.
Yeah.
Well, Regis recipients, thank you for tuning into this episode, Logan. Thank you for coming in and dropping your knowledge, letting the people know your story, and to give advice. Regis recipients, remember, it's okay to not be okay. It's your boy JD.